take DAP. DAP, this is the Crackle, not Crackle. We did crackling last time. This is the spackling medium that you need to do this fun project that we're gonna do today. So if you have not seen the craze all over Pinterest and Instagram, all the places where people are using the spackle to make really pretty DIY home decor things. So if you are interested in seeing how we bring this all together today, come on in here. Come on in here. We're going to have some fun.
So you're going to start with a 10 by 10 canvas. This one is from Dollar Tree, and I had a little bit of trouble trying to get it away from the frame, and so I ended up using scissors to cut it, but normally you can just wiggle those staples off of the canvas and get it separated. But the idea is you're going to want to separate this if you want to do the reverse canvas method. Now, this is a method I've taught before. You do not have to do this to your canvas. You can either use the front of the canvas or use a flat canvas. It does not matter. Whatever you want for your base. I just loved the look of a reverse canvas, and I really wanted that kind of a darker neutral color from the inside of the fabric of the canvas versus the one on the front. So once you have it separated, I ultimately decided to give this little frame a little bit of stain because naturally it usually looks pretty good, but in this case, I just decided to stain it. All right, so you see how I have it separated. Don't worry, we're gonna fix that ugly canvas too. I'm just making sure that this little frame's going to stay together. So I went ahead and stained it and used my baby wipe to do it, but it wasn't going on very well because I think this frame had been wet before. It was so weird. I took it out of the wrapper, but it was still kind of like wet. So I don't know, maybe something happened to it. But once I got it all stained, I trimmed the outside of this canvas, and then we had the perfect little flat square piece of canvas, which is what you're going for. Now I have my place. I'm just checking to make sure that my frame still works. I'm using a light colored pencil to draw on the pumpkin just to kind of have some type of a template or place that I can see for creating the pumpkin. And to be honest, I was super nervous because obviously I've never done this before. And I was like, how is this going to look? But we're going to use this pink DAP spackle. I'm using the back of a vintage spoon, just one that you don't mind if it gets ruined. And it actually didn't end up getting ruined. We're just going to smear it on there. Is that a word? And go in the direction that you would to make it look like a pumpkin. Now, just something to note, I did make sure to try to do the outside layers first, just to kind of keep the design going. But I didn't figure that out till after I got started. And then I'm going to go around and do the other side. Super satisfying. I'm just going to put that right there. So if you've not done one of these before, definitely give it a try because it is so satisfying. Once you get all of your spackle on there, you're going to want to maybe use a different size spoon to kind of work in the details. And you can use either size spoon. I just liked using the big one to get the medium on there, and then the smaller one to kind of get the grooves in to make it look like a pumpkin. What do you think? I love the pink, so just be cautioned. It doesn't matter. It is going to turn white when we dry it. In a perfect world, you're going to let it dry overnight or at least 5 hours. I actually hit it with the heat gun, and you can see where it's turning white right here. That is where the magic happens. It's so fun. So I drew on a stem, I added a bow, and this is exactly how it turned out. I displayed it in a little tray with a candle for fall. Look at those details. I absolutely love this project. I hope you do too, and that you'll try it. If you've seen those little ghosts on black canvases, those are a cute idea with the spackle as well. So let me know in the comments if you want to try this, have tried this, or plan to try this, because I cannot wait to see how yours turns out too, my friend. All right, so this is a 2-part video. I actually have another project. This one is from Dollar Tree as well. We've got some pumpkin decor, I'm just going to add a little piece of blue painting tape just to kind of protect that stem because I wanted to keep it. I'm sanding off the glitter here because that is not part of my look. I am going to be redoing this bottom pumpkin, even though it was sort of cute on the way that it was originally. You know, we got to craft it up. So I'm using a little bit of chalk paint, and this one is in white. So we're doing like a reverse crackle effect. This is a fun effect to do on any project. Just trying to get a really thin, nice layer, and then I'm going to hit it with the heat tool. You want to make sure this first layer is super duper dry before you move on. And the second step is super simple. You just take some Elmer's wood glue. This one is the Jot from Dollar Tree, and apply it. I put a really generous amount. I actually ended up putting on too much. But if you can just put a medium layer and then hit it a little bit with the heat tool, not much at all, you're going to want to make sure to leave it tacky. Then I combined two different blue colors, and this is our top color that's going to create the crackle effect. I love this reverse idea where normally you put the dark color on the bottom and then you end with the light color and the crackle shows the dark color through. This is the absolute opposite. So on this one, we're going to use the light color on bottom, the dark color on top, and watch the light color pop through. Oh my gosh, I will tag the video where I show you how to do this technique with the opposite effect, but this reverse, oh my gosh, I'm in absolute love with it. It is so pretty, and I love how this blue turned out. What do you think? I'm hitting it with the heat tool again so that you can see the crackle of the effect of the glue behind the paint. It turned out so, so cute. I'm adding a tiny little bow. Of course, you can add anything you want to embellish these. I ended up putting a little button on that bow, and I did end up going back and painting the edges of both pumpkins just to give it a little more finished look, as well as I brushed on a tiny bit of paint on the outside top edges of the pumpkins as well. This is totally optional, but it gives it a little more depth. And then I also went back and I kind of filled in a little bit more of my crackled pumpkin with some dark paint as well, just to kind of also give it a little bit of depth. Just a hint here and there. You can kind of see how it makes a difference. And what do you think? Oh my goodness, look at that reverse crackle. It's popping through. I love it. What do you think? I hope that you try this. This is so much fun. It's super addicting. I love the two pumpkins together. I thought it made the perfect table decor for fall. It's going to last me all fall. It's not a traditional orange color, but I'm loving the blues this year. What do you think? So these were my two pumpkin projects. I hope you enjoyed them. Thank you so much for watching. As always, be sure to subscribe and watch the next video.